praying and having a great time with God, and I came to a realization that I was, for a while now, been thinking too much and dwelling too much on the how is God going to work and the why is am I in the situation I'm in, why am I going through what I'm going through, the what is God going to do, and wanting God to tell me exactly how things are going to work and where He wants me to go and what kind of things He wants me to do. And the truth is, I'm trying to carry stuff that only God can carry. That's His burden. That's the weight that He should carry. I feel like it's like when I was a little kid and I'd want to help my dad, and he'd be packing stuff in the car, and he might give me something light to carry out to the car or whatever. And I'm just a little boy, but I see the big heavy stuff that he's going to pack into the car, and I want to grab that. I want to put that in the car. And he's like, son, that's too heavy for you. Put that down. And I'd be like, trying to lift it, struggling with it, wrestling with it, wanting to be able to pick it up. And I just wasn't strong enough. And he'd walk over and say, I told you, let me get that. And he'd grab it and just put it in the back of the car. And, I think about that with God. Like, how often are we trying to carry the weight of stuff that is way too heavy for us? Jesus said to cast all your cares and anxieties, your burdens on Him, because He wanted you to be at peace. The Apostle Paul urged us to cast them all on Him because he said He cares for us. Over and over again, we see in the Bible examples of the great men and women of faith, especially in Hebrews 11, where it talks about Abraham who obeyed God, and God called him to go to a place that wasn't his home. And he just went. He didn't know what God was going to do. He didn't know why he was going exactly. He didn't know even where he was going, which is pretty amazing, because God just said, I'll show you as you go. Just go. And that kind of trust, that kind of faith is incredible in God, just to go. And yet that's what He calls us to. He calls us just to go. Like he's like, all you got to do is walk humbly with me, and love other people. That's it. That's the big thing right there. Now, the details of how to do that are all in my word. And you can pray for me for strength and guidance and help. But remember, the where, the when, the why, the how, all that stuff belongs to me. It's a burden only I can carry. What I want you to do is to trust me. As you go through this life and you face difficult challenges, painful situations and circumstances, whether they were, in my case, a lot of it I brought on myself, He just calls us to trust Him, to let Him work, to not try to carry it all ourselves. He's strong. We are not. I'm weak. I can't carry that stuff. Why did I ever think I could? Why would I be telling him, hey, Dad, let me know what it is that I'm going to do and how and exactly how you're going to work and what. Give me the weight of all that stuff to think about and to care about. And why would I want to burden myself like that? I'm just I'm just recognizing that that's such a ridiculous mindset, to be going through life begging God to give you the weight of, quote unquote, the world on your shoulders. He wants us to chill, to relax, to fall back into His big strong arms and let Him carry us. And all we got to do is do what our part is. Get time in the Word, spend time with Him, love God, get time in prayer, talk to God. You can talk to Him about all these things you're struggling with, but don't then, in talking to Him, act like He's supposed to give all that to you. That's too heavy for you. You can't carry it. He's like, hey, my child, just relax. I got this. So let's decide, as I'm doing now, and I'm not saying it's easy. I mean, you're going through anything difficult. It is not easy. But let's decide to let go and let God. Love you guys.